You can tell that the vast majority of this legislation is cooked. And what it amounts to, even as details get resolved and negotiations continue, is a historic investment in making it easier and more affordable to be a family with kids in this country. It will go down in history.
It's not about the measures and the policies. Everyone likes those things. They're good things. But this is an immense amount of money. And we don't run a balanced budget in Washington. We sure as heck do here in New Hampshire. Somebody has to pay for all of this.
I think people need to be open to compromise. And I think if we compromise like we did in the bipartisan infrastructure package, where we had 5 Democrats and 5 Republicans that, argued and fought and came to a bill that would work, I think it's the same thing within the 50 Democrats, too. We don't all see the world the same way.
I happen to believe that that every transaction in Washington, not every transaction in Washington requires a loser. And when North Dakotans can win, if Joe Biden looks good in the process, I'm more concerned about the North Dakotans.
Well, you got to find ways to come to the middle. You don't do that just by cutting a price tag from $3.5 trillion to $1.75 trillion. You do it by looking at what happens at a local level. How do you make sure these programs can get implemented? Remember, the Senate supports a policy, they support funding. And then they go on to the next thing. It's governors and the citizens and local communities that have to implement these programs and that feel the real costs of them.
This Build Back Better is an important piece of legislation.
So it sounds like you're going to be a supporter of it, regardless of what it looks like in the details?
Oh, no. It's going to come over from the House. There's going to be some changes.
I'm optimistic that Senator Manchin and I can continue to talk about ways to put paid leave in this bill, because long-term, he wants it to be something that's bipartisan. But I've looked and I've talked to all the Republicans who are interested in paid leave, and none of them have an interest in what he wants to do, which is this earned benefit idea. So I think Senator Manchin and I can come together, hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
We don't all see the world the same way. So let's negotiate, and let's come up with a bill that lowers costs for families and cuts taxes and gets things done to help move this economy forward so we can stay the premier power in the world.